I think there's something you have observed or not observed in Nairobi. Soon, Kenyans may not afford rent. They may not afford to buy land or house in Nairobi. It will be very, very difficult. And as you know, the salary of most Kenyans is at most 100,000. People who are earning more than 100,000 shillings are less than 100,000 people. Very few people. At most 1% of the population which is employed. Now, this this one problem that you have not seen. We have an influx of Black Americans. Most of them are those ones who are going to retire, and as you know, they have saved enough, they have accumulated enough, and they're coming to settle in Kenya. We also have a population of Somalis who are coming to Nairobi. Others are building houses, others are renting, others are leasing. We also have Sudanese, rich. No, those Sudanese who come to settle in Kenya are from the rich backgrounds. So they come, they marry women from Kenya so they can buy land or property. We have Nigerians and many other people from other countries. Now let us focus on Black Americans. You know, before 2020, we did not have influx of Black Americans. So few of them came and discovered that Kenya is the best country to live in. Now, some of them have bought land, some of them have bought houses, and they're enjoying life. And the good thing is that if someone is given pension 300,000 every month, even renting a house for 120,000 in Nairobi is cheap for him or her, so they can just live comfortably. Now with this, they are affecting local people, Kenyans. Right now, if you go to Kilimani, if you go to Kilelesho, it's very hard to get a house as a Kenyan cheaply. They're the people who have made houses to rent to go high, to go to rise. You find a 1 bedroom house going for 130,000, 150,000. Someone coming from USA will easily rent this house. And those are the two estates, Kileleshwa and Kilimani. Those are the two estates where they like most. Nowadays, they are even investing in Ruiru, those satellite towns, even thicker. Now, as they continue coming, it will reach a time you are going to pay 200,000 shillings for 1 bedroom house. And there's no way you can stop them because they have money. Most of them are even working remotely, being paid $10,000 per month. Now they can afford even 250,000 rent. That is the tragedy. And as Kenyans, you have to think, you have to know how to contain this, because since they are coming in numbers, there will be demand for such houses. And obvious, since they have money and they can pay even 1 year once, landlords and agents will prefer them over Kenyans. And the only thing you can do as a Kenyan is to move to estates where the demand for houses from Black Americans is not high. So it means you'll go to Pipeline. If you want to rent a house for 50,000, go to South C, South B, and I'm very sure later, once those people discover those estates, South C, South B, Nairobi West, even Kasarani, even Parklands, once they discover those estates, now they'll move from Kileleshwa, Kiliman and go to rent those estates, meaning that the rent will go up. This is also another case which I've seen. Right now, real estate companies are in USA. They are online advertising, marketing their property. And those Black Americans are buying in large numbers those property. You find a property which was going for 12 million shillings. Right now it's going for 25 million shillings because the demand is from Black Americans. And there's no way a Kenyan will compete with them because our salary is very low. And as you know, Kenyans who can afford houses for 25 million prefer to go and settle elsewhere or in satellite towns where it's not crowded. So it is very difficult for Kenyans. And as you know, in Kenya, we accept anyone. And it's now that information is reaching those people that Kenya is a good country. So what do you expect in the next 5 years? Is that Kenya will be overcrowded by citizens of several countries who have money. And Kenyans themselves will be moved to slums. They'll be forced to go to live in slums and low income estates because they don't have money to pay those high rent that high rent that is charged by those traditional estates which used to be for rich Kenyans or upper middle class Kenyans. And you know what to expect. So the only thing that can save Kenyans at this point is to go and develop in your village, or you buy land in satellite towns far from Nairobi CBD. That's where the demand from those Americans is not high. That is the only thing that can save you. But what I'm saying is that rent will go up and Kenyans will not afford the rent. And also, if you're not careful, you start now the conflicts, the obvious ones, because you'll see that those people are the obstacles. Now that's what's happening. And if you go online and watch videos, you see Black Americans who arrived in Kenya 2-3 years ago are encouraging others to come. And those ones in America at the moment, especially those aged 60 and above, they want to go and settle elsewhere because of weather, because of social life, something like that. And since they are assured of monthly income, they will not have any problem to settle in Kenya. And in Africa, Kenya has emerged as the best for foreigners. So that is what we expect now and in the near future. And as a Kenyan, you go, if you have money, go to satellite towns, buy land as soon as possible. Because in the future, even real estate companies will buy those plots develop and sell houses to those black Americans.